Alrighty, we're back again for a live stream with the SpeedQueen TC5. But before we go to there, of course, this morning I had a live stream of this battery welder that I improved upon. Of course, I tried to use the Roy Powell battery for it. It was not happy because of the initial surge current was more than it could handle. Of course, the YEs or whatever that one battery is, that 50 amp hour, would more than likely run this thing. But that's out in the shed all the time, you know, during the summertime. So more of an inconvenience to get that and bring that in here. But one thing I do have here is these little NOCOs. So these are the NOCO X series. So this is the GBX45. So it's got 4 cells in here, just like that LiPo pack that I was running this off of. It's 4 cells in here. So, you know, 16-ish volts through here, and it's right here, and it's convenient. So just to demonstrate that this actually works now with the longer cables, and I got a board for it. I found a plank for it, so it's not flopping around all over the place and being annoying. So now we can just hook the a NOCO up. Now I wouldn't, if I was doing a lot of welding, I wouldn't use this little one. I would use my GBX 155 because it's got a lot heavier wire, and the LiPo pack can handle the crazy amount of current that a spot welder like this is going to put out. But just for a test like here, it's more than adequate. So of course, when we fire this up, of course it's not going to power up the spot welder here. We got to put it on override. So we'll put the override on button, and of course now we got power to the spot welder. So we'll go over to that, and you can see here that I got power on now. So being that this is a lot heavier cable now, and I was playing with this earlier, I don't have to crank up the numbers here to stupid. So 75 should be more than adequate to zap one of these guys. So this is one of them failed batteries that I ripped out of that Roy Powell. So we'll just have some welding here, and we'll zap this thing, and it has no problem zapping this thing. So good welding. We'll see how much we can turn it up before we start burning through everything. So when I was fixing the Roy Powell, I was using about 140 with that 4 cell. So even with that, this thing is doing just as well. So crank it up to 140 like I was using it the last time, and no problem doing the spot welds. So that's a successful spot welding. Kind of hard to see with the glare. So nice to have. So maybe in the future we will weld up some 18650s, because I got a whole box full of them. I got to check the amperage rating to see if they are capable of handling that kind of power. So we'll shut that down, and I can already tell by the feel that this is a lot better setup. The wires are not hot, and the connectors are not hot, so nice successful upgrade to that Chinese battery welder. But moving on, the stream is about the TC5. So let's go over to the remote cam, which is already at the SpeedQueen herself. So we'll go over there, and I will meet you over there in a few seconds. So here we are over at this queen herself, and she is a couple of months from being 5 years old, and not an absolute hiccup with this thing. It just runs just the way an old school machine should operate. So for this particular wash, we're going to be using the warm temperature setting, heavy soil, heavy duty wash cycle, the deep fill, the start, blah blah blah. I already got the warm water rinse enabled. So if you don't know what that was, it was my little magic red button that it just lives behind the machine here. So we'll hit the start here and get her fired up. And then just to piss off all the tree huggers, earth savers, Al Gore, we're going to be adding some TSP, so trisodium phosphate, just because today's detergents don't have phosphate unless you specifically buy them commercially. So there's our phosphate. And I'm all out of the commercial laundry detergent, so I went back to my old school Persil, which I still prefer and smells fantastic. So we'll put some Persil in, because it's also, I think, either number 2 or number 3 rated. I think it's number 2 rated behind Disgusting Tide, which smells awful. So we'll throw the old sheets in. Throw a couple other things in there. Just because I'm doing something, I'll slow the laundry. There. Now I can go back into the air conditioned room, and you guys can hang out over here, and I'll chime in from time to time. So now that we're all full and we started the cycle, just look how quickly that turnover is happening. You can't get that with an your HE machine with your wash plate or your wannabe agitator. Just a washing away. So long, Sock. We'll see you at the top eventually. Just absolute fantastic turnover and rollover. Just fantastic. Nice cloudy water with all the surfactants in the Persil and probably in the TSP. Just awesome stuff. now we're coming up on our full tub spin here. This will be a slow speed spin cycle, and then we'll go for the final rinse cycle, final spin, and this load will be done. All done in less than 45 minutes compared to your so-called HE machines that would probably just be ending their load sense cycle at this point. And if you're lucky, you might start watching something soon. But not a SpeedQueen, it's just all business. Now for our warm rinse shower, because we have the warm rinse enabled. Now we're doing our final rinse. Of course, it's the warm water rinse because I have that enabled. So it'll only take a few minutes to fill up the tub, because this SpeedQueen has about 120 pounds per square inch of water pressure behind it. So I don't know exactly how much the dampers and the valves cut the pressure down, but pretty good pressure going into that tank, or tub, I should say. Now we're back to work, rinsing away. A long air pocket. Now for our final spin, which will conclude the end of this particular wash cycle. So another successful wash from the SpeedQueen herself. Of course, you can only get that kind of action with a real washing machine, not a piece of junk HE machine. So I hope you enjoyed that little live stream. I have one more little update. Of course, back in March of 2023, I got about 18 XmCozy solar lights. They got the nice glass envelope that will never yellow. I think I did a battery update about 6 months after I put them out, maybe, or something like that. So it's been a little over a year, and I just happened to pluck a battery out and fully charge it and discharge it. So the rating on the battery is rated at 1 amp hour or 1000 milliamp hours, and right now it's coming in about 697. So if it was a perfect world and if that battery tested at 1 amp hour, it's lost a little over 25% of its capacity. So it's slowly reaching the halfway point, which is typically where I would retire the cells. So more than likely, probably about maybe in 2025, somewhere between maybe April or May. Maybe after the winter is done, we will go through and pretty much replace all the batteries and all the various XmCozys and get a couple more years out of them. No indication of the solar panels on top clouding yet. The plastic has faded a little bit, the black plastic tops on them, but that's to be expected. The glass is perfect, stakes are perfect. Other than that, when I did take the battery out of the one light there, no corrosion on the battery terminals. And if you go back in the channel, when I first got them, you can watch a video of how I went and took them all apart and conformal coated all the circuit boards. So even in the case of a creepy crawler getting in there, like a spider or something like that, or any kind of moisture, there will be no corrosion on the PCBs. So the darn thing should just about last forever, or unless something happens to them where they get knocked over or broke or run over with a snowblower, or they just something happens. I don't know. They should last a very long time. So with that, it's been about 52 minutes, so we will end the stream here. Thanks for watching the live stream of the SpeedQueen TC5000. And we will see you on the next live stream, Sunday, July 7th. We'll have something to play with or show off, so we'll see you then. Bye-bye.